Hi, hello, and howdy. It's me, Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. And we are here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting with a show and tell. I wanted to introduce you to Meow Furevah. If you haven't heard of this company, that might be because brand new. This is a company that was created by Mr. Joe Cole, right here. See? There he is. He is a subscriber here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, as well as some of my fellow creators' channels, and he has been blessing us with some of his creations to check out and show you. So show you I will. Yay! Let's see what Joe has invented and created, and let's dig in. Yay! Okay. All right. So Meow Furevah is Joe Cole's company. It's a diamond painting company. He does so far have snack size little packs and kits of snack sizes that you can get. They come in rounds, they come in squares, they come with drills, they come without drills if you are looking for something to do with your spare drills. Let's dig in to this company and kind of find out the what's on what. Let's start with the source itself. Here it is, the company logo. You can find him on Facebook. There you go. If you need that QR code, that's where you'll find Meow Furevah and Joe Cole and his company and all the details that you might need to find out more and to place an order if you so choose right there on Facebook. There you go. So Joe has some very interesting and fun, creative little snack size kits, as we like to call them. One of the predominant ones that I have seen thus far is this lunch kit. It's a little snack kit, kawaii lunch bunch, little cutesy food situation, which is perfect for our Food June event. Now I did select to get okay, Mushy might have boo-booed just a little. Mushy selected to get the pack without drills because, as you may have seen in some of my videos, I have a just ridiculous amount of excess overflow drills, and I was trying to go all artsy-fartsy and do something cute with all my spare drills, and I started dumping them into balls. It's looking great. I'm having fun. I'm happy with it, but I had forgotten that I needed to save drills for this project, and I had asked for a kit with no drills, thinking, yay, now I can do all the things with all my spare drills. And some of the canvases, I now, the drills live in balls mixed in with other colors, and I'm gonna have to order some or amass some drills over time. So we can't do a food one today, but I wanted to show you what the kawaii lunch bunch is, and I thought it was really thoughtful that he sent this over for me, especially considering we're doing Food June event. I would have loved to be able to do one, but I don't want to butcher it by putting wrong colors. I did check to see if I had similar correlate colors, and I don't for any one canvas have all of them, so I won't be able to do them, but here we go. Now the canvas sizes are 8.5 by 11 inches, but the drill field is 8 by 10.5 inches. Here you go. And Joe renders and hand charts these. So that's really fun and unique. You know you're going to get a quality image because he's hand charting these and rendering them. So yeah, look you guys, how adorable is that? A little kitty cat cheeseburger. And look, a happy little pepperoni pizza. How cute. And these look like somewhere between snack and small canvas size. So if you want something that'll take you a little longer than, some of the smaller mini, snack sizes, but not quite something as big as a 20 by 30 or 30 by 40, this would be perfect. Look at that. We got some French fries. So this is the pack. It does come with a cover sheet. You can cut away or tear away, however you'd like to do it. He does not waste our eye space and canvas space with big fat borders. This is perfect size to go in maybe like an 8x10 frame. And then what comes with it is this inventory sheet of all the drill colors you might need. He even includes diamond dots, and if you use diamond dots drills, and how many of each you'll need. It does have an inventory sheet with a sticker of his company logo here and a sticker of the projects so that you can work on them. And this sheet is also a sticker sheet for labeling containers. If you choose to kit up in baggies or containers, these are all stickers for you. So how nice is this? How nice is this? Again, you guys, please go check out Meow Furevah over on Facebook. One more time with that QR code. But this little lunch snack pack is only just a small sampling of what Joe is capable of. You guys, you can probably see like over here, he was thoughtful enough to include, look at this, a Jason. This is a Jason 5, Friday the 13th. And then it was rendered and hand charted by Joe. So yay. And you know what this reminds me of? The old 8-bit Friday the 13th the game. Does anybody remember that Nintendo game? That's what this image reminds me of. And here's its inventory sheet, complete with sticker labels, a sticker thumbnail, and the company logo. I sense a happy, fun sticker time in my future. And this is the canvas that I want to start working on with you guys today. Loving this. And then he was nice enough to send over a square drill for us to check out. And it's Chucky and Tiff. Yeah, look at that. And here's its inventory sheet here. Tells you everything you need. As you can see, got little X marks there. I didn't check for correlates yet, but you know, I may have to get a couple numbers here, but I can't wait to dig into the rest of these. But I do have what I need to start Jason, and I thought, let's go ahead and do that. So thank you, Joe, over at Meow Furevah. And I've seen a couple people covering this company, so I encourage you to go check them out. I know for sure Crafty-ish Kristyen worked on one. It was really fun. I think she had like a Pippi, and I think she did some of the little food ones, if I'm not mistaken. So go check out her video on Meow Furevah and see what she has to say. But I'm interested. I have not dug into one of these kits yet, and I'm ready. Let's do it. So one of my biggest starting questions is, to ruler or not to ruler? That is the question. Guys, I kind of want a freehand, but also I'm afraid my OCD will get me. Let's try. Let's see. See if Mushy can get away with it. Now, I did not use the stickers this time on my containers, but I absolutely could have. And you know, that was just, I kitted up in my little miniature E-Ward style set and have this kit in with some of my coaster rhinestones. So yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. First peel. Yee. Here we go. Let's not get overly ambitious, Mushy. Let's just start small, especially if you don't have your ruler. Mushy gonna mess something up. This is probably gonna look like a 2-year-old did it. I'm so insecure about doing a diamond painting without my ruler. Eee. All right, so the first letter I see here is A. I'm gonna go with A. How's the stick? Oh yeah. Oh, that's sticky. All right. That didn't sound right, but hey, call it like I see it. Sticky. All right, so just so you know, I am using a Meow pen with trash can, alien putty, all up in there. I've been watching too much Kristyen. If I'm singing like random stuff like Kristyen, oh my gosh, Kristyen, girl, stay off my YouTube. I can't. You're rubbing off on me. I think it's worn off on me. I see often in her videos where she's singing just random stuff. She'll be like da 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 talking, right? Like normal, and then sing song something. Da 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 Dr. Pepper. And so now here I am. Da 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 trash can putty. Gosh. Oh my good googly moogly. All right. All right, we're going to start us off with some getting comfortable. How about that? Letter A, 310. Oh yeah, I do have my Meow pen with a Meow modded tip, elbow placer situation, the trash can putty in that end, and my ephemera 3D ghost tray. So here we go. All right, am I going to be brave enough not only to go freehand, but also, hello, there we go, but also multi-plays. You know what I'm missing? Lights. That's better. I had to ask Schmersh. Can't speak today. I had to ask Schmersmexa to please light up my life, and she did, and now I can kind of see. You know what else I'm missing that I feel naked without? My light board. See, Mushy's already messing up trying to multi-place. That's happening. And let's see, can we move the drills around once we get these on here? We can. Okay. There it goes again. All right. I guess I just got a song in my heart. I don't know. It's a song in my mouth. I'm sorry that it's coming out of my mouth and that you guys have to hear it, but you know, them's the breaks, kids. All right. So, yay. These are going on nicely and they're sticking, and you know, everything a diamond painting should do. So far, so good, but mushy without a ruler. So those are my horror sounds. You're welcome. How is everybody doing today? Have you heard of Meow and Furevah? You know, I pause, you probably notice it, I pause before I say Furevah because I'm a natural enunciator, and I actually have to work pretty hard to say Furevah instead of forever. So I have to, like, I gear up. I can say meow. I can say meow all day. Meow, meow, meow. Right? That's fine. It's the Eva part. So I get, because I keep wanting to say pho instead of fur. Furevah. If it was Furevah, it would just roll out, you know, for some reason it would roll out of my mouth easier. But having that R in there, fur, and then trying to say Eva after it, for me, is difficult. Again, like I said, I'm an enunciator, generally speaking. And now here's where everybody points out every time I didn't enunciate something ever in a video. But generally, I enunciate my word. I've just always been that way. I think part of it was probably college and all the public speaking classes I had to take for, you know, during law school and stuff. So yeah, I had to publicly, you know, learn how to public speak and clearly and communicate. Yeah, how's that going, Mushy? You speaking clear and communicating effectively? Debatable. But yeah, I just naturally kind of lean toward enunciation, and so I have this soft, that's the other thing, I've got a soft, what am I doing with my life? Can I get a light board up in here? I should have grabbed my light board. I'm sorry. Not, even if I didn't turn it on, it would help to have a hard backed surface instead of my squishy little background here, but here we are, folks. Here we are. Yeah, everything going good on the canvas here. Very nice indeed. And I'm not analyzing or investigating or assessing per se the drills, because these are my drills. I did opt to get the drill less pack and use some of my spares, because I was thinking, you know, if there's black in these kits like this, oh, the amount of 310 I can unload upon this canvas. You know, I can't have all black balls now. I need to have, you know, some variation in colors. So there's only so many black balls you can make before you start, you know, sending the wrong message to people. Here's a gift for you, it's a black ball. Here's a gift for you, it's a black ball. Let's see, what color balls do you have? Well, I have black, black. Any other color mixed with black also. Yeah, it got that bad. So I was like, what a perfect way to unload some of my spare drills. They get repurposed, sort of. I mean, they're for diamond painting, and this is a diamond painting. But they're, you know, not going on their intended kit because they were extras. So they can go on this kit. You know, what is the word? It starts with an E. Environment. Thank you. Environmentally friendly. Less waste, you guys. Less waste. So definitely, if you're someone who saves your spare drills and you're like, now what? Now what? I'm not creative enough to find something else to do with them, or I am too lazy, or I don't have time, or I just don't want to do anything else with them, or any of the other number of reasons why you may have spare drills and they're just sitting around and you haven't done anything with them yet. You could consider checking out some of Joe's kits over at his Facebook page. See if there's something that appeals to you, something that looks like it might be in the same color scheme as your excess drills. You could buy your own drills if you know, wanted to for some reason, and not, you know, but he does have kits with drills. So there's that. Okay, I had to take a park machine break, and while I did that, I went ahead and grabbed a light board just so we can see. Let's see all the things that we can see. And also I wanted a stable, hard background here, so I was tired of trying to put drills down with a squishy underbelly under here, so here it is. Not doing too bad freehand, but sure wishing I was using a ruler. That's just my brain. It's not the canvas, it's my brain. But yes, I don't know. Am I allowed to say anything, Joe? I wish you could answer me. I'm gonna say something and hope it's okay. I was so impressed with Joe's offerings and kits and rendering and the whole nine that I reached out to him and asked him to do me a flavor. And so sometime in the next couple weeks, you guys are gonna see this Meow Furevah again. And I think I pushed him outside of his comfort zone maybe a little bit. Did I, Joe? You'll have to tell me in the comments below with what I asked you to do. But he done did it, and I, from what I've seen so far, I'm excited. It is diamond painting related, and that's about all I can tell you. Some of the Facebook group peoples probably could, maybe, if you're really sharp, probably piece together what my super secret is. But for the rest of you, you're just gonna have to wait and see. All I can say is deliciously gross. Oh, what did you call it, Joe? Grotesque. Delicious. Oh, I gotta get comfy. Sorry. Deliciously grotesque. Yes. But that's the only hint you're getting. Diamond painting and deliciously grotesque, which, I mean, hi, you're at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, so that wasn't much of a hint. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, so there we go. I really wanted to do one of the food kits for, you know, because we're on the food event, and I'm, you know, I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty confident that that's probably why he sent that foodie kit. And then my gooby brain forgot. I knew that I was wanting to save drills for something, and my brain just didn't allow me to remember, and I couldn't find the notebook that I wrote it in, or at least not the page of the notebook I wrote it in. And so, you know, stroke brain McGee here, and I can say that because I've had one, so I'm not like being disparaging. I'm saying the facts. Sort of just knew what I was saving for, but then forgot that I knew what I was saving for, if that makes sense, and just started dumping drills and balls, and was very mad at myself when these kids came, and I was like, well, that's in a ball, that color's in a ball, that color's mixed in a ball. And I would just dump the ornament balls out if I didn't, but I'm mixing colors, so I didn't, nope. I will either just, you know, accumulate the colors I need as I work through projects, or if I just cannot wait, because, you know, that could take a while. If I just can't wait, I'll order some drills. Not the biggest of deals. That was my foobar. But like I said, just to be clear, he does have kits available with and without drills. He does provide, if you get a kit with drills, resin drills. Some people not looking for a debate, so there's that. Everybody's got an opinion, and no one's right, no one's wrong, so it is an opinion. But he does use resin drills. Some might argue those are, you know, top notch, but I think acrylics from the right manufacturer can be just as nice. So, but yeah, he does use resin, which, like I said, many people in the diamond painting community would argue are the highest of quality drills and top notch and whatnot. And this stick is phenomenal. This stick is really good. I can still shuffle things around if I need to. It is a little stiff, but you know, that's a good thing. These drills are going to stay on here, and I can still move them. And if I have trouble, should I need to adjust one, that's what tweezers are for, folks. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not the only purpose, but that's a purpose. So we got that. And here I am, you know, I'm sorry, with my ghost tray covering the image, so you have nothing to look at. I'm sorry. Limited space here. Limited space. Hello? Drill, stick to. I don't like this tip. These, this tip, I like the Meow single placer, but this rose gold copper looking-ish situation, I believe, was a Temu tip, and don't ask me why I don't like it. I can't tell you why I don't like it. I don't know the mechanics of why, but I seem to have troubles picking up drills and putting drills down. I can use almost any other tip on the planet and not have a problem. The only exception being those really, really narrow ones. You know what I mean? Like the narrow ones that you probably couldn't even slip a piece of paper in there, let alone an application medium. I don't know. Anyone use those? I have some over here, but I'm not going to dig them out. They're on the bottom shelf of my crafting cart. and they're in a little plastic holding facility, and I'm not going to go digging for them. But if you know what I'm talking about and you use them and like them, could you please, I don't know, educate me? Maybe it's just me being me, and I don't, but I can't seem to get like putty in there to stay in there. Like it keeps wanting to fall out, and not just like alien putty. Wax I can get in there, you know, like a standard waxy wax, but I don't prefer to use that. I mean, I'd rather just pick a different tip that I could put my alien putty in, you know what I'm saying? So not really sure what the benefit of having that narrow. I guess it's so you don't pick up extra drills. Like I'm gonna pick these up right here, and with a wider, less like thin tip, I would probably pick up some from the rows beside, below, but around. Maybe that's it. Or is it like a, I guess maybe there would be some benefit in the placement, you know. I wouldn't shove drills from neighboring rows around when I'm, I guess. Yeah, anyone who uses those really narrow, do you know, am I describing them well enough for you to identify what I'm asking? The really thin, narrow, I can't barely squeeze a piece of paper into the adhesive medium part, you know, that, those. If you use those, please educate me. But I've tried and I can't. But I guess it really would. Here, I'm just thinking out loud, you guys, because I have nothing to talk about. But I think it's probably just the medium that you choose. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those, it depends on your chosen medium. I'm sure maybe glue dots and wax would work in those, but putty of any kind probably would not be the easiest with that. So that's my guess. Am I right? Am I right? They're great depending on the medium. Or are they great across the board, any medium? Are they cruddy across the board, any medium? Listen to that stick. That's a combination of putty and this glue on here. This is a really, I want your glue. Mr. Cole, sir. May I please have your glue? Can you whisper in my ear the glue which you use on your canvases? Don't know what I would do with it. I would get some, but then I don't know what I would do with it. But man, I might make, you know, like bubble wrap. How you get that bubble wrap in packaging and then you just sit and have fun. Just pop, 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 pop. Like there's no goal. It's not like you need to, you know, pop all the bubbles to save space in the trash can. Well, I guess that would work, but you know what I mean. Usually we just pop them, a couple of them for funsies. I could sit here and listen to this pop all day long. And I might just maybe want to make a surface, a little blank canvas that's covered in this glue that he uses here, and I don't know, stick and re-stick and re-stick drills on it, just to hear the pop. Not to make a colorful image, but just to make a pop. Oh my gosh, I had somebody, a couple somebodies actually, I think Leah being one of them, mention, hey, maybe you should try to make a diamond painting ASMR. Hi, I have misophonia. Basically that's just my brain has told my my eardrums that they're extra sensitive to certain sounds and they hate, you know, and then my brain's like, you're extra sensitive to these specific sounds and they will trigger you into a crazy rage upon hearing them. And that's how my brain was wired. So I do like the popping sound, but there are some sounds I do not like. That's just the nature of the beast. Anybody out there with misophonia, have you heard of that before? I grew up not knowing it had a name. You know, it's like a legit, I guess. Is it considered a neurological or a psychological disorder? I don't know. I just know that it is named now misophonia. What it was called when I was a kid was daughter, sit down and shut up and stop complaining about our eating noises. That's what that was. That's what the long name used to be. But no, I have been that way since a kid. I was a kid. I just kind of gave it away, but mouth noises, people eating, you know, specifically, the smacking, the open mouth eating, I won't do it to you guys here in case any of you have misophonia, but there are certain mouth noises that really trigger me. I can't really think of much else that does, but I'll tell you what, we have a boy dog. Anybody else have a boy dog? Probably boy cats too. Probably girl cats. Well, yeah, girl or boy dogs, because our girl dog does it too. They like, I don't know, when they're bored or they want a nap or something, self-soothing. I don't know what they're doing, but they bathe themselves. You know where I'm going with this, right? You know, I'm being nice. They bathe themselves in certain areas, and the sound that emanates from these cute little fuzz butts when they get to bathing themselves drives me up a wall. Most people wouldn't bother. Most people be like, oh yeah, I didn't even hear it. No, me, that's all I can hear. I can't go to movie theaters anymore. When I discovered, you know, as I grew older, I became less and less tolerant of sounds that were, you know, tickled the misophonia in me. And it got so bad to the point where, I mean, I could go to the movie theater, but I would request the headphones that are reserved for disabled persons with a handicap in need of the headphones, if on the condition that nobody else needed them. Like, I would wait until the movie's like already started and the credits or the trailers are rolling, and then I would just be like, hey, I'm missing the opening trailers and stuff to ask you this, but like, do you have any spare hearing assistance headphones? Because it was so bad that when I would go to the movie theater, you know how loud those things are, right? You know, with the Dolby Digital, I don't know what they use, Atmos, whatever. The big loud speakers in the movie theater that literally are so loud you can feel your body rumble with the bass, and you know, a high-pitched thing is gonna make your ears bleed. That loud, where you can't lean over and whisper to your movie mate because the sound is so loud you can't hear them, even if your like lips are inside their ears. Yeah. Even though the sound is that loud and clear with those speakers, I personally could still hear, or at least my brain convinced me that I could hear people eating their popcorn, their candy. That's another thing. In quiet or intended quiet situations, wrappers and stuff. When a movie trailer is happening and I can hear somebody's fingers digging in their popcorn, somebody like, oh look, the quietest movie trailer on the planet came on, the lights went down, it is snack time, and then they, you know, that's not crinkly enough. You guys know the sound, the crinkling of like freaking candy wrappers and stuff. Oh my gosh. I would rather live my best pink life than be subjected to those sounds for even 5 minutes, let alone 2 hours in a freaking theater. Like, you do not want to, Tell you what, I did not know this side of me existed until it was triggered, but boy, you do not want to be in an enclosed space with mushy. If you eat like a, you know, if you eat loud, if you rapper loud, boy, we can't go out to eat, we can't go to the movies, anything involving food we can't do. Now, a lot of people get annoyed by like straws going in and out of cups. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. Pens clicking, click, 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 click. Nope. Doesn't bother me. Do that all day long. You want to. Fingernails on a chalkboard? That's cool. You eat around me? You crinkle your wrapper in a quiet room around me? And it's really strange how it works because I'm generally not a super like rage mode person, like rawr, 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 you know, but when when my ears detect those sounds and send those signals to my brain that those sounds are occurring, and that's part of misophonia, by the way, you guys. It induces an unexplainable, instantaneous, icy red rage mode. Rage mode. I didn't know I had it in me. Apparently my parents did, because boy, I would go Hulk smash mode at dinner time most nights if they learned quick that that I could be excused to another room to consume my dinner instead of eating with the family. But I tell you what, the one situation where I would not be excused for sanity's sake was family holidays. Christmas dinner, you all. Christmas dinner. Oh, Thanksgiving dinner. That all day snacking and eating in a confined space of a house. Okay, Mushy, you're confined in a house. I do not care. I swear I can hear eating sounds that, you know, trigger my misophonia and my brain. I can hear that stuff through walls, you guys. I could hear that stuff out from the driveway. It's just like Sundown's commented on it. Al also has misophonia. You're welcome, child. But you can, it's almost like our hearing becomes superhero level hearing, and I can only hear those sounds. Once I detect those sounds, literally you could do a blowhorn inside of my eardrum and I would not hear it. It wouldn't barely register on the radar because it would be drowned out by the sound of somebody eating. That's the only way I can explain it. But I'd be interested in knowing, have any of you ever even heard of misophonia? Do you have or know someone who has misophonia? How difficult are we to live with? I can imagine. I feel so bad because people that, you know, I know and love, they come to learn, I'm annoying her with my eating or whatever, or I'm annoying her with this sound or that sound, and I feel so bad because then they have to like be extra. They have to adjust themselves. I hear a lurker.
It's not that bad living with you and eating. I've been in town, got a cheeseburger, and you heard me take a bite out here.
18 miles away, I heard you take that bite of cheeseburger.
I heard you eat a cheeseburger and go bring one home.
Oh.
It's not that bad, guys.
It's no, that was an exaggeration, but barely. So yeah, and oh, that's another sound I can't handle. In case anybody ever wanted to know, hey, what's that? Because that's like super interesting. That's why you came to Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, to find out what sounds annoy Mushy. You're welcome. and no, I'm not making a play on the song, although, kind of, but macaroni in a pot. And its other meaning, that sound in general, that creamy, oh God, I'm gonna get myself riled up just thinking about the sound. But stirring macaroni and cheese in a pot, spaghetti in a pot, what else? Mashed potatoes. I can't, anything creamy getting stirred up. And that's the mouth noise. The eating noises I can't stand too is like creamy. And it doesn't just apply to hearing other people on the occasion that I make that noise while eating. Let's say, num num num, Mushy's eating. Everything's silent and fine. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, peanut butter gets stuck on the roof of my mouth or something. Where did that drill go? Wow, that was a magic trick. There it goes, the disappearing drill. It fell out of nowhere, the sky. But no, if I say I'm eating like a peanut butter, oh my gosh, that's the worst. Do not put me around anybody eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich or grilled cheese. Please don't do that to me. But no, if I'm eating a peanut butter sandwich, and peanut butter's sticky and thick, y'all, depending on the kind you get. Most peanut butters are, and then you add bread to the mix and stuff. Sounds are gonna happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care if your jaw's wired shut and you physically are incapable of making those sounds with that food. It's still gonna happen. And I even get mad at myself. Like, even I trigger my own self. But yeah. Oh, that's something fun to deal with and live with. I really hope that there are some other people out there that can relate. Not that I hope anyone else, not that I'd wish misophonia on anyone, but what an odd thing to, to have built into your wiring. Misophonia. It's so weird. But yeah, at least now I know, growing up, it wasn't recognized. It didn't have a name. My parents just thought that I was being like some kind of weird spoiled brat or something. I don't know what, I don't really know what they thought. They were annoyed by how annoyed I got at their eating. One time it got so bad, sitting in the living room, you gotta remember this is back in the 80s and stuff, TV trays and stuff, was the thing. TV dinners, TV trays, sitting in the living room, all three of us, shoulder to shoulder to shoulder on the couch. Mom, Mushy, little Mushy, Dad, all of us with our little 3 TV trays, sitting down to watch TV, stuff in our faces, and I would just fly into a rage. I think the worst trouble it got me into is before I really learned to control. I was little, so before I learned to control my emotions appropriately, the little Mushy struggled with the sounds, and one time, I got in so much trouble. We sat down to eat, and it was like, I don't know, 0.2 seconds. Oh, that's another sound, speaking of, is utensils scraping or, on a plate. If somebody's eating, they want to clean their whole freaking plate. Good for you. Let's not waste food. Food is money. That's great. I am all for that. But, or like a bowl of cereal and the spoon is scraping to get that last soggy cornflake. Ooh. You're scraping to get that last bit of juice off or gravy off your plate or something. That one last pea that's rolling around your plate, and your fork is all going to town on your plate. I'm laughing because it's just the ludicrousy that something so ridiculous can just turn me into Hulk. I mean, I turn into the mushy version of the Hulk. I mean, I don't get green. I'm pretty sure I get red. I'm pretty sure my face gets real red. And probably my eyes, too. But, yeah. Yeah, I got, what I was saying, when I got in trouble one time, I don't even know that my butt hit the couch cushion, and I heard the first creamy lip smack, and I guess I had a bad day that day in Kidville. Like, how bad can a kid's day really be? But maybe I'd started in a mood, because literally in an instant I went from dun 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 dun, dun let's watch Carol Burnett show to rawr, and I flipped my dad's TV tray over, if I recall correctly. I know I did something of the nature. I did something ballsy. That's what I remember. I flipped a TV tray that had his plate on it, or I swiped it off his plate off the TV tray, or I threw my plate down. I did something, really inappropriate behavior in terms of not regulated behavior, and little kid Mushy lost it. Let's just say, like I said, I went Hulk smash mode, and whoo, baby, yeah, that was not good. That was not a good time for Mushy. I think I'm still grounded. Yeah, here it is 40 years later. I'm pretty sure I'm still grounded. Technically, if we're technically speaking. Yeah. Please, somebody else have piped up by now in the comments and say that you have, or someone that has misophonia. What sounds bother you? Even if you don't have misophonia, like, are there sounds that bother you? Everybody has sounds that bother them. I mean, that's why, like, fingernails on a chalkboard is a pretty universally loathed sound, though it doesn't bother me. It does bother a lot of other people. I'm just curious. I'm totally not gonna, like, seek you out and send you a sound clip of the sound that you divulge to the people in the comments that aggravate you. I would never do that to you. It depends on who you are. Boy, thank goodness, though, that I don't have an aversion to hearing a soda can or a soda bottle being opened, because my poor little Dr. Pepper loving heart would die inside. I guess I can't have any soda. I get triggered by the sound of a can opening or a bottle being open. I know several people that have a thing. How did a black drill get over there? Was I just flinging drills and don't remember? Oh, they're like all over the place. I know some people that get set off by J. Let's find J. Oh, wrong J. There we go. Grab from the right pool, Mushy. By crunching. Sundown can hear me bite into a pretzel stick. Not a stick, but a pretzel rod. Like, here, hold on. One of these bad boys. I call them pretzel DIX, but pretzel rods is their appropriate term. And I have a hair on my pen. There we go. He can hear me bite into one. He says I can hear him eat take a bite of cheeseburger from 18 miles away in town. Well, the same could be said about my pretzel rods. He could be up in St. Louis 6 hours away and hear me bite into a pretzel rod here in the sticks of Arkansas. So I don't want to hear him talk about I can't even take a bite of cheeseburger in town. Am I shedding? Do I have a cat and I don't know it? I feel like I did. If I had a cat, I would blame cat fur, but no, I'm pretty sure that's mushy fur. Okay. Well, speaking of like mushy fur and stuff, I feel so insecure, so I'm just gonna point it out. So now all you'll be able to see is my insecurity. But like, you see that, and you see that. Yeah, that's not even. Let's see if are they still visible on my wrist? Yeah, look at my wrist. I made the mistake of venturing out of the doors at a time of day when mosquitoes were, I guess, particularly finicky, and shortly after a rain, so there was, wetness in the area, and the skeeties were out. And as soon as I stepped out of the door, I felt it. I could feel it. It was like one of those, how you feel like you're being watched. I felt every mosquito in the state literally stop what they were doing, hovering. They were buzzing around, flying. They just stopped and hovered, and they all turned their little mosquito heads in my direction, and then all at once said go, and just got me. That's exactly how it happened. True story. I got tested when they found out when I went into anaphylactic shock, as a result of a tick bite, tick saliva, y'all. They ran all these tests on me and determined, Mushy's allergic, not to ticks in general, tick saliva. So I can have a tick crawl me all day and it's fine. I'll be fine. But if that little sucker digs his head into my skin, takes a lick, just licks, and breaks skin and licks, the sweet, sweet, mushy blood nectar, I will go into anaphylactic shock. Yeah, I have EpiPens, you guys. Oh gosh, I noticed you have an EpiPen. What's your allergy, Mushy? Tick saliva. Of the most ridiculous things, I swear. Yeah, Mushy has to, I'm also allergic to stingy bug venom, like bee venom and stuff. But they did a test, and was looking at, there was a study done and stuff. My blood type is the second most coveted blood type that, to little stingy bitey buggers that consume blood. Yeah, second most yummiest. So when I step outside, I could be surrounded by a crowd of people, but those little suckers are going to come for me because I'm the one with the sweet nectar that they are attracted to. Well, the second sweetest nectar. I'm like, come on, man. I'm a prisoner. I can't leave the house. Heck, they get in the house, I gotta dive for cover and stuff. They seek me out. It's horrible. But yeah, of all the most ridiculous things to have to carry an EpiPen around for. No, in case a tick bites me, I gotta have my EpiPen. Jeez. Sometimes you just have to laugh at the ludicrousy of stuff, I don't find, I'm sorry, hopefully I'm not offending anyone. I don't find it amusing to be deathly allergic to something, like to where you have to carry a life-saving little device with you like that. Because at any given time you could be assaulted by a bug that you're allergic to, assaulted by a food or a bug or anything else that you're allergic to, and that could be it. I don't find that amusing, but I just find the ludicrousy of my specific allergies. What's gonna take Mushy out? A tick. Oh, screw the tumors. It's gonna be the tick. Oh, I found that out the hard way. I don't know how I went through my whole life. I went through 44 years of life you guys, without ever coming across the knowledge, having an experience that would enlighten me to the fact that I was allergic to tick saliva. How did that happen? I grew up in the Midwest, and then I lived in Georgia. I'm pretty sure that's ticky, and I think ticks are like everywhere, but I think they're more predominant like in the South and the Midwest. As a kid, I used to jump in the leaf piles that my dad would rake up in the yard. Never in 44 years had I been bit by a tick until I moved to Arkansas. But wow, what an age to find out that, hey, throughout your whole, time on this planet thus far, 44 years, and you were walking around like you're wary of bees because you knew you were allergic to those, but you find out the hard way that, oh, hey, by the way, this whole time you've been allergic to ticks too, something that's so, they're out there all the time, all around us, my whole life, like danger around every corner, and I never even knew it. That kind of makes my brain want to go down that rabbit hole. What else am I allergic to that I don't know? But no, I went to the allergist. They did that whole, let's stick your back with like 100 million little needles filled with potentially deadly to you things and see if you react. I'm also allergic to penicillins, the penicillin family. So that's always fun. But I don't think hospitals really use penicillin for stuff very much anymore, do they? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but I don't think penicillin is as used. But anything with, well, I guess so. I mean, when you get the flu, at least the flu medicine used to be amoxicillin. Anything that ends with acillin is a no-go for Mushy. And I've known that. Also found that out the hard way since I was young. But I think that's a pretty common allergy, isn't it? Yeah. Do any of you have a weird allergy? Anyone? Like one that's laughable? Like, I'm allergic to, oh, that's something else I'm allergic to. Also laughable. Band-Aid glue. The glue in a lot of standard Band-Aids will literally chemical burn me. They said it's an allergy. I don't know if it's technically an allergy because I won't go into anaphylaxis or anything, but it will chemically burn my skin. That's fun. Have to be really careful what kind of adhesives. If I need a bandage, it has to be a certain kind. I know there are people allergic to latex. I used to be, you remember when they used to use like those like whitish, off-white, yellow, kind of dingy looking gloves in doctor's offices with the powder in them? Yeah, like that powder to help your hand slip in there or whatever. I think I was allergic to that powder. But yeah, I think it was the powder I was allergic to. We're just going to finish up this little portion, then I'll get out of your ears, and hopefully I didn't, stop triggering people with allergies or misophonia. But yeah, the blue gloves that they use nowadays don't seem to affect me. So yay, but weird things to be sensitive to, right? Anybody else? Like, what's your weird sensitivity? I know nuts are common. Bees are, bee venom or waspy, stingy, buggy venom is pretty common. But does anybody, and shellfish, yeah, that's another one. It's pretty common. Does anybody have any weirdo ones? Like, I'm allergic to diamond drill adhesive, or I don't know. Do you have to use gloves to diamond paint? What are some of your weirdo allergies? You don't have to tell me. I mean, that's pretty personal information, but I'm just curious. If anybody wants to share, I'm listening. Can I laugh? If it's really weird and awkward, like awkward, can I laugh? Will you be mad? I mean, you can laugh at me and my stupid tick saliva. Not even tick allergy, tick saliva allergy. Boy, hopefully I don't make a tick mad and have him, spit on me. Oh boy. Woo. But yeah, that was a doozy. That finding out that allergy, I was in the hospital, the emergency room, and then the hospital for how many? I think twice. 2 major anaphylactic reactions before they figured it out. Before the test results on what was causing it came back and found out that it was tick saliva. So, yeah, they found that out when they were testing for alpha-gal, which is, for those of you who don't know, some ticks carry this thing called alpha-gal, I guess. And when they bite you, they can inject you with this mystery and make you instantaneously and potentially permanently, and if not permanently, semi-permanently allergic to red meat and red meat byproduct. You would be, I think, I mean, I don't know what your knowledge pool is, but I certainly was shocked at the how much animal product is really in things. Like, you could go to, say, Captain D's for fish, that fish place, and think that you're safe because I'm getting fish. That's not red meat. But guess what they fry their fish in? It's some kind of oil stuff infused with red meat bone marrow, and that'll get you. Found that out the hard way. I thought I was safe. I'm like, whoo, all right, no red meat for me until they get the testing done and make sure that I don't have alpha-gal. So I had to go vegan for about a month for the test results to come back in to see if I had alpha-gal. And in that time, they were like, well, for, I don't know, your life and safety, you need to instantly go vegan. No animal products or animal byproducts like red meat products. You can do chicken, you can do fish, but pork, beef, off limits. Pork and beef, and anything like rabbit, snake. What else was a weird one? Horse. How I know about horse is because gelatin, guys. The powdered stuff, like say you drink water but you add that flavor water packet, that powder has animal red meat, like ground bone or something in it from red meat, and that can cause anaphylaxis in someone that's got alpha-gal and is allergic to animal byproduct. You have to be careful. You don't sit there and think, I mean, no, it didn't cross my mind. I can't say it didn't cross anyone's mind, but it didn't cross my mind like, oh, Sundown just had a bottle of water. He poured some powder in it and it tasted really good. And then he gave me a kiss with, the residual flavor packet, residual taste in his mouth. And he kissed me, and my lips blew up like Kim Kardashian. It didn't occur. I'm like, I didn't touch a meat. Like, and another fun fact I found out is that when you have alpha-gal, you're allergic to the whole red meat and animal byproduct stuff, you can't even safely cook or be around cooking red meat, because when you cook, the particles, when you smell food, you walk into somebody's house and you're like, oh, that smells good. You know why it smells good? Because particles from that source are in the air. Same thing with, you know, bathroom stuff. You ever go in after somebody who's, you know, dropped a deuce and then you're like, ew, pu, right? That's like particles from that waste, invisible little particles floating in the air and assaulting your sense of smell. Same thing with the meat cooking. Yeah, particles get in the air and then you breathe them in, or it touches your, you know, your lips, your lungs, your skin, your mouth, just from your nose holes, just from breathing it in. That'll take you out. It could. I'm not saying it will, but I was told it could. Yeah, crazy. So hopefully nobody out there has or has had alpha-gal. If you have, I feel for you. I lived as if I had it for a month until they could confirm that I did not. And I do not wish that on anybody. Even laundry soap, you guys. You have to watch out. There's like animal byproduct in laundry soap. Makeup products. Oh man, that was like a rough month without my makeup. I couldn't wear makeup. Not all makeup. There's some vegan makeup and it was fine, but a lot of makeup, you know, they consider it safe or, you know, vegan or whatever, but then there's that little bit of ground powder in this part that, you know, might have some red. Yikes. You guys, it was just sketchy, scary. But hey, let me just cut. It's kind of good that I grabbed the light board so you guys can see what we've done. I didn't do too bad for not having my safety net of rulering, huh? Oh, not too shabby. Oh no, Mushy, you did not cut good enough. Why? Let's try that again. Do it right this time. There we go. Weep. Wee woo, wee woo. There's our Jason. We got this whole strip done. This would work up in a day, half a day, whatever. I was kind of talking and being slow and, you know, leisurely, but, you know, a nice little snack size project. This would be great for traveling when we go up to St. Louis. Take one of these little snack size kits with me and work it up. Let's see what it looks like without the light. Sorry, did I blind you? I apologize. Look at that. Oh, I have to move it aside so I can like see it in the viewfinder. Hey, we're looking good. This is exciting. I know it's not the food one and I'm sorry. It's food. I can't listen. I have been a good sport and I have been doing my best to like deny a lot of like my dark and creepy horror stuff, but I have to vent it out a little bit. I need just a little touch of it, and this was it. Okay, now back to Food June. See you guys in the next video. Stay naughty.